What's up, fellas? My name is Jake, also known as Lawst, and today I'm going to be giving you guys another Storytime video. And this video is going to be on the time that when my locker got searched in school. Now, before we hop right into it, I'd like to just tell you guys to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on bell notifications if you haven't already. And with all that said, let's get right into it. Now, this story dates back about 4 years ago. I was still a freshman in high school, and it took place around winter time, I would say. All I remember was that it was still cold outside, so I'm assuming it was either before or after like winter was ending. It was anywhere between I would say like November to like February. That's just like a rough estimate, but that's not important. But I just remember people were still wearing coats and stuff. And then about the start of the story, I just got out from my lunch period at this time, and I knew going into school that day about what was going to happen. And that day, it was a really sketchy day to begin with. Like, the day before was okay, and then I came in and it was a Thursday. And so I remember we were in school and like a whole rumor went around about there being a bomb threat that day. And so obviously the school took it really seriously, and that's never happened in our school like that before, so we didn't know how to react. And I was already out of my lunch period. I was in my world history class at the time. It was like my 5th period class. It was towards the end of the day. It was around like 1 o'clock. So I only had like this last class left before I could leave for the day. And all of a sudden, like our principal goes over the intercom telling us that we're going the lockdown. And so I'm already like, oh, okay, I see what's happening. I was like, bro, we better get our stuff figured out. And you know, you look around the classroom, everybody's quiet. Some girls are starting to cry because, like, you know, all the rumors and stuff that's going around. They're like, oh no, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, girls are crying. Everybody's quiet. I'm just sitting there trying to think, like, what am I going to do in case this is a serious situation? And we go about like 15 minutes just in like a quiet lockdown. And then all of a sudden, our principal comes back onto the intercom once again, and he explains the situation and what's going on. And then basically he just tells us to leave the school and go home. But before that, he told us to leave the school. And so our school had 2 like pretty big buildings, and they're disconnected. Like, obviously some schools are like really big, and then they have like maybe like a hallway or something that connect different buildings, but our school had 2 separate buildings, and there was, you know, you had to walk outside to get from one to another. So we were in this middle area between the 2 buildings. The principal told us to exit through that way, like to the middle, like the courtyard area between the 2 buildings. And all of a sudden I'm thinking like, bro, we're in a bomb threat situation, and they're sending all of the students in one area at the same time, telling them to get their rides situated and to go home early. I'm just thinking like, dude, this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I don't know what was going on through their head. Obviously, they didn't know what to do, so they just jumped to a quick conclusion. They had to get us out of there. And I mean, like, that they did the best they could, so I can't really blame them. But I'm just thinking to myself, like, please, like, nothing happened. And so I find my sister and my friends, and then we're just sitting there talking for a little bit. And then my sister comes up to me, and then we just decided to go home. So she was driving. She drove to school that day. So her and I took her car back to our house, and then school was also called off the next day after. But like, when we were leaving the school, you couldn't go back to your lockers, you couldn't get your backpacks, you had to leave everything inside the school. And so I'm literally like stripped down, like, not stripped down, that's way too okay, so basically I have nothing besides like myself, obviously, my phone, and like my jacket, and that's it. Like, that's all I had. And it was the same thing for everybody else. Everybody left their belongings inside their lockers, inside their classrooms, and, you know, things like that. So we're leaving. And so this story took place around the time when like vaping was becoming a huge trend within schools. Like, or I mean, like in our school at least. And so like at this time, I just bought one off of a friend. I don't vape anymore. It's stupid in my opinion, but you know, everybody has their different opinions, but I don't do it anymore. I don't consider doing it, and I wouldn't recommend you guys doing it either. But freshman year of high school is really early. I don't really think it was too smart to be, but either way, I just bought this off of a friend, and so I had it, and it was in my backpack, and I'm just thinking to myself like, damn, like, that's in my backpack in my locker in the school. Like, I don't have it. Like, I'm just thinking to myself like, bro, like, they're gonna search everything. Like, what am I gonna do? So like they're searching the whole school. Like they literally told us, and I was like, bro, I hope they don't take it. I hope they don't like search every, you know what I mean? Like I'm just thinking to myself like, bro, I hope I don't get in trouble from this. That's all I had to say. I hope I don't get in trouble from this. And so this just got me paranoid for like the rest of the night. And I was like, whatever, there's nothing I can do about it. Tomorrow's Friday, but we have the day off because of what happened today. So I have to wait like the whole weekend before I can like, you know, I have a whole weekend to worry about this going on. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. So Monday rolls around and they let us back in school, and all of our stuff is still in our lockers and stuff. So I go to my locker, check in all the pockets, and everything was still there. Then I checked the last pocket, and then obviously the vape is gone. And I'm like, bruh, no way. Like, I was like, dude, please don't tell me like they gave my locker number to the dean and like the dean's gonna call me in. And I don't know, I'm just paranoid at this point. I was like, there's nothing I could do. Like, I have to just go through the rest of the day of school and see how it plays out. Like, there's nothing else I can do. So I'm just sitting there going through all the rest of my class periods. Nothing happens that day. Next day, it's Tuesday, same thing happens. Wednesday, same thing happens. And then at this point, I'm just thinking to myself, okay, I'm in the clear. But like, you know, like I'm not gonna get in trouble. Like, they just took it, and it was either the police officers that just took it because you're not supposed to have that in school or something, or like, I don't know, somebody else took it, but like they can't really do anything. But my friends are talking to me too, and like they were like taking some of their stuff too. Like my girlfriend said that they took like some of her like medication for, I don't know what it was or something. I think it was just like some sort of pill that like is like Advil, like an over-the-counter pill like type thing. Like they were taking stuff like that from kids, like literally just like the stupidest thing. And I was like, dude, so they're really just tripping over nothing. But obviously they can't like, just let that just mellow out, because they have to take everything seriously, because it's like a whole scary situation, especially in a school. So I can understand why, but like in some cases, like they just took some stupid stuff. But whatever, either way, that's how I got out of it. Like I didn't get in trouble from that, but I'm still so glad, like after getting searched, like that I didn't get in trouble from that. Like I could have gotten in a lot of trouble because I had that at school, because I was literally the day I got it too. And I was like, I was pissed because that was the day I got it. I got it earlier that morning. I should have mentioned that earlier, but it's okay. But either way, if you guys are still here at the end, I appreciate it so much. Comment down below like the timestamp right now if you guys are still here, and I'll be hearting every comment that does that. I really do appreciate you guys coming in here. Please subscribe if you guys are new, comment down below, and like the video. And yeah, there's nothing else more for me to say, but I don't know, I guess I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace.